Hey everyone, it's Frank with Frankly on Time. Today I'm talking about my newest watch purchase that came in within the last few days is this Super Seville from Bulova. Now this is a really cool watch that stood out to me because it has a super precisionist movement, and I've got the watch right here. We're going to show it up close and talk about it a little bit, but I'll just kind of go through before we get to that, the product page, just the most important things here. This is a gold toned stainless steel watch, and the real standout feature of this is that precisionist movement. It talks here about how it is an 8-joule quartz mechanism that vibrates at 262 kilohertz, and that is accurate to seconds per year. So about plus or 5 seconds per month is what it is listed at. And that is really accurate because most quartz watches are like a Casio. Cheaper Casio will be plus or minus 30 seconds per month, and like a G-Shock will be plus or minus 15 seconds a month. So plus or minus 5 seconds a month is really, really accurate. It's not like a, the Citizen from Citizen or a Grand Seiko where it might be like plus or minus a few seconds per entire year. So it's kind of that middle ground. And we're talking about $775 for that. So under $1,000 for that very precise quartz movement. I think that is really cool because you don't really see anything in the market that I am really aware of that has that kind of middle ground accuracy, where it's not the typical quartz accuracy. It's more accurate than that. It's not up there with the Grand Seikos, but it is still, it's that middle tier, high precision quartz movement, which I think is really, really cool. And it is just a stunning looking watch. I love the retro TV dial on it. Only other thing I want to mention from this, and I'll put my iPad away, is that it's based on this 1970s Super Seville day date. One of my more recent videos was on that Citizen ProMaster Fujitsubo, which is another watch I really, really like, which is also based on a 1970s Challenge Diver. That's also like a 1970s reissue watch. I like the 70s kind of styling of, this and the Fujitsubo, the Tissot PRX. Those are right up my alley. So this really made sense for me. Here you can see we've got the date window with the Cyclops magnifying eye there. And then look at the second hand, how smooth the sweep is. This is similar to the Accutron. Actually, you can go to Urban Gentry YouTube channel. The second to last video he's put up as the making of this video is he talked about this watch or this series of watches, and talks a little bit about the Accutron in that as well. And it's so cool to see, it's a quartz watch, but it's this very smooth, like automatic style sweeping second hand, and that is so neat. And so it's got the time, it's got the date and a Cyclops eye, it's got the smooth second hand, and those are pretty much the main features. Just the styling of it I think is really, really nice with this retro TV dial. The specs for this size-wise come out at 37.5 according to the spec sheet on Bulova's website. However, I've got to tell you, it definitely wears a little bit bigger in my opinion, because 38s, I've had a 38 before, and they have worn kind of small for me. I don't really like the size. I think I had a 39, a dive watch that seemed kind of small. That was a Serica dive watch, and I could be getting the specifics mixed up on that, but I remember it wore kind of small. And there's something about this, again, this is 37.5. Here's how it wears on my 6 and about a 3/4 inch wrist, 2.2 inch top of the wrist here. This is how it wears, and I think it wears not small at all, and it has something to do, I think, with this retro TV kind of cushion shaped dial. Maybe makes the dial wear a little bit larger on it, and maybe combination with it being on a bracelet. Now, I've said I don't really like bracelets, and that is true. I prefer straps, but I was able to get this at a perfect size. It is not too tight, not too small. It doesn't fall down past the knuckle bone there, but it's also not too tight where it's constricting. So wears super well. I've just been wearing this one with jeans and a t-shirt, to be honest. I kind of like the, having a kind of a dressier watch with, jeans and just a solid tee, and it's working great. Really love the heft on it. It does have some heft to it, which is nice. It doesn't feel like a cheap watch at all. It's got a weighty bracelet. The main part of it here feels, decently weighty. I don't know if maybe the bracelet is doing some of that work. But I can tell you the action on the crown, when I set the date, when I pop it out, it takes a little bit of strength, and it feels super solid when you do it. It feels like it, there's no movement or play. It's rock solid. There are 2 stops. You got one for the date, and then the next one for the time. I'm not going to demonstrate it on this. I don't think I really need to. I've already set the date, everything perfectly. I don't want to mess with it anymore. but you can get it right, there, accurate to the second. We got the precisionist movement on it. And again, it feels great setting it, popping it back in, feels very, very solid, and it feels weighty. It's stainless steel, gold plated. They've got the other two. They got the regular stainless steel with the green dial, one with the blue dial. I didn't have a gold watch yet like this, a gold tone one. So I've went with this. Here's the clasp on the bracelet. Able to get a great fit for me, and very, very happy with the watch. I don't know what else to say about this watch. I'm just really satisfied with it. It does have a fluted bezel here, and got Bulova on the crown on the side. So I think a great attention to detail on this watch. None of it feels kind of shortchanged or anything. I mean, it feels like a very, it seems like they really respected this as like a reissue and wanted to do a good job with it. And it feels like you're getting a lot of watch for the money, and it's something that definitely stands out, especially at this price point in the watch market. So Bulova, was not a name I really came across a whole lot before finding this watch. Again, I don't really remember how I came across this watch. I think I might have just been randomly searching different watch brands, and maybe I had heard about this from somewhere. I really don't remember, but I remember I came across this looking through their product pages and read about it and thought, man, that's just really, really cool. I love that smooth, sweeping hand, very different kind of watch, and would fit perfectly in my collection, with my Fujitsubo and my Tissot PRX. I got the digital PRX. So very, very happy with it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Thank you.